Hi, my name is Alan and I'm the founder of petTracer. With so many different GPS trackers in the market, I thought it would be a good idea to compare the main ones and run them through some tests, as well as talking about some of their features and giving my opinion on them. The GPS trackers we tested are petPointer, Pod3, Winect, PoTrack, Tractive, petTracer and PoTracks. We also had the PoTracker and Kippy, but they're so big that we felt they're not suitable for cats, so we didn't test them. All these devices use GPS to locate the cat. So the first test we ran was to find out how accurate the GPS signal was on each one. To do this, we took all the trackers to an open field near our UK offices and attempted to locate them. We couldn't get a GPS signal on the PoTracks. We tried a couple of times, but it wouldn't work. But for all the others, we're happy to say that we did receive a very accurate GPS position. The next test we did was a test we called hide and seek, and I got my friend David to hide all the GPS trackers, and I tried to find them based on their GPS position and on search aids they come with. The first tracker we tested was petPointer. It was pretty accurate on the open field. However, it doesn't have a search aid such as a LED or beeper, which could make it potentially hard to find under different circumstances. But in this test it did well. The next one was Pod3. For some reason the app always zoomed out, showing us the world map. We're not sure why. Maybe it was due to the iPhone version we used. And it always took like several seconds to zoom back in. But I did find it very quickly, so that was good. The next one we did was Winect. We tried this one twice. It sent me off into some bushes. I had to climb over a fence. The location wasn't too accurate, and I had to use one of the search aids, which was a beeper. The beeper was very loud, so I was happy about this, but only beeped once. So usually you have to activate it several times. But I did manage to find it in the end. That was good. We decided to give it a second go, but it did exactly the same thing. The location wasn't too accurate. I had to use the beeper again, but then I found it quickly. PoTrack. We were happy in the first test. It gave us a very accurate position. But for the hide and seek test, the portal said the device was busy and we didn't manage to obtain a GPS position. We tried twice, but it wouldn't do it. So in the end, we couldn't test it, which was a shame. Tractive. The first time we tested this device, it sent us 30 meters away from the actual position. I used the beeper, which was a very high pitch, and it was very, very hard to hear against the background noise. We decided to give it a second go, and I must say the second time we found it really easily. The location was very, very accurate. So all in all, it works well when it works, but it is unreliable, and I wouldn't rely on the beeper. petTracer. It was very accurate and easy to find in our test. It was also the only GPS tracker that gave us several GPS positions, which helped us to know its exact location. petTracer comes with an LED which can be activated from the portal and is bright and catches your eye. This can be very helpful at night or when it is dark. We didn't have to use it on this test, but this is what it looks like. So the next test we did was the garage test. Cats sometimes go into cars, buildings or garages where the GPS reception is very limited or even non-existent, making it impossible for GPS trackers, or most of them, to find your cat again. So what we did is we hid the collar in a garage and then we checked the location. None of the GPS trackers gave us an accurate GPS position apart from petTracer. They were all off between 20 to 70 meters from the actual position. So obviously you will not find your cat under these circumstances. So it tells me it is in the forest, but actually it's in the garage. The collar is in the garage and Tractive tells me the cat is moving around. So Winect made a new position. It tells me it's in here, it's in a different house and you will not find your cat. So let's check paw track and the position. Okay, so the cat is on the road apparently. With paw track I will not find the cat in the garage. petTracer did manage to make a very accurate GPS position, and this is due to the fact that it has a very high quality GPS receiver unit. But that might not always be the case. Garages could be built out of solid concrete and then we also wouldn't get a GPS position. That's why petTracer has a radio search technology and I'm going to show you how it works. This is the home station, the charger and receiver. You can power it up with a power bank, connect it to your phone and then have a look at the radio signal strength. When the radio signal increases, then you're getting closer to the collar or the cat. And if it becomes weaker, you're moving away from it. The radio can actually go through walls and also through concrete, so you will be able to find your cat even without GPS. The next thing we did was to compare the sizes, the ergonomics and the weight of each tracker. petTracer has its electronics fully integrated in the collar and the very evenly distributed weight makes it very comfortable for the cat to wear. It weighs 34 grams and when compared to other devices, it is the smallest and most comfortable for cats to wear. petTracer comes with a safety buckle in case your cat gets into trouble. Attractive. It is nicely designed, but if you look at it, it's nearly twice the size of petTracer. It's 52 grams and it really is very bulky. It comes with a safety buckle as well, but it feels very strong, so I'm not sure if this will open on a small cat. Paw track. Just like the petTracer collar, it kind of wraps the electronics around the collar. So I guess the ergonomics is okay for a cat. It's 35 grams and it comes with some sort of safety release. I'm not too familiar with this system, but I guess it works. Paw tracks. We didn't actually test it in the open field, but it does feel very light. It's 28 grams in total, including the collar. I think it is light because it is very cheap and thin material. It's like plastic, it feels weird in the hands and it looks like it will break very easily. Winect and petPointer. They are very similar in size and dimension. And even weight. They're roughly 27 grams, but they need to be attached to a cat collar. The problem with these sort of devices is that they are bulky. The whole weight is at one place and it can catch easily in bushes, trees and this sort of things, hurting the cat or losing it very easily. Pot comes in a similar dimension, although it is a bit bigger and heavier with 36 grams. And it has the same problems as these three. So we do recommend to use a collar with a safety buckle. So the last thing we talk about is the battery life. During our tests, all of the GPS trackers apart from petTracer, the battery died within 2 days. Some even after 1 day. Imagine your cat goes missing and the battery is already half empty. You might not even have a chance to recover it or to find it. And a tracker without battery is a lost tracker and a lost cat. This is where petTracer actually shines. It's not only the smallest GPS tracker for cats and the most ergonomic one, it also comes with a battery life of up to 30 days. This is roughly up to 15 times longer than any of these trackers on the table. It also comes with a radio search technology, which allows you to find your cat at places without GPS reception.